Good morning.
Hello, everyone.
Howdy doody.
How did you do? Oh, that's nice. How is everybody? Everybody okay? Welcome to our first ever Open Collab behind the scenes. No, Open Collab Sunday brunch behind the scenes.
Very good.
Yes.
Welcome.
We're still kind of in shock from last night's Open Collab. Very much in the glow of all of the lovely poems and collaborations that happened last night. It was amazing.
Yeah.
This morning we're going to be talking through some of the tracks, talking through how we did certain things, giving you a bit of a tour of our setup. But this will not make any sense to you if you haven't seen Open Collab last night.
No, probably not.
So
it'll just be a lot of sounds and reflections on
noise. So if you haven't seen Open Collab yet, go and watch that. You can see it at opencollab.co.uk/live, or you're also on our YouTube, so you can just have a rummage around our YouTube and go and watch that first before you. Exactly, lovely. Like a little filing cabinet.
Yeah.
So what are we up to today?
We are looking behind the scenes at a bunch of stuff. Hello to Nikki, who's making some toast. Hello to Tara. Welcome.
Please do ask questions and give feedback on, we want to make this about the comments and you guys and what you have to say about the show. So, well, let us know what you thought about every piece and things like that. Yeah?
Very good.
Good.
Very good. Shall we begin with a sort of a quick overview of everything?
Yeah. Okay. Shall I?
Let's try this. What, do you want to?
Yeah. Okay.
Do I want to? Do you want to? I don't know.
I'll do it.
Let's try this.
So we've got a Roman
camera.
Yeah.
Here we go. So go.
Okay. So we'll talk you through our whole setup. So here's my kind of corner. I've got my keyboard here with pads. Wonder what they've got on them. Nothing at the moment.
How resilient you are.
Oh, interesting.
You are.
You are the love of everyone you need.
Yeah. And then I've got my laptop with all the information on. All these knobs kind of do different filters and different chopping up of vocals, but you can't hear them yet unless they're going to be in the loops. But we'll show you some of that later. Here is our loop pedal station. I need to stay on the mic. Here's our loop pedal station with 6 loops.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's
there you go.
Jake counting to 6 is the kind of backstage content you guys all really wanted, wasn't it?
It's just rehearsal, for later when we have to count to 8 or 7 or whatever the time signature might be,
Yeah, it's the. I wonder if the audio and video are linked up. We'll see.
They might be a little bit delayed, but that's okay.
So we've got the 6 pedals here that link to different things. So, well, this is testing my memory. 1 is my vocal. 2 is my keys. 3 is guitar
extra
brackets gem
Yeah.
other stuff. 4 is bass, which could be double bass, E bass, U bass,
A bass, C bass, Z bass.
Double bass, electric bass, and ukulele bass. 5 is your vocal.
No, 5 is my keys and pads and piano and stuff. Generally.
Oh. And 6 is Jake's vocal.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yes. So that's that. And then we move up to this iPad. Do you want to talk about this iPad?
Yeah, this one is like the main workhorse of everything that goes on. We have all of these inputs of Charlie and Jake. There I am. And then all the other things, and which looper they go to, because it's nice to be able to sort of mix and match that as we like, and so we can sort of switch which one we want to put the loop to,
on the mic,
which one we want to put the loop to, which then coincides with the lovely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 down there, and then these are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 across here as well, because what's the term? Measure twice, cut once? No. No backup is one backup is no backup. No, I can't remember. Anyway, having 2 of things is good. And so that controls all of those with lots of different things, but you can see sort of like basically record, play, and all the things that we do, which come into play when we start making the loops. And this is all connected to Ableton, so we'll come on to that in a bit, but it's basically a massive piece of software that handles all this looping and all of the audio and where it goes and what the MIDI instruments and the keyboards and the pads and the other iPads are doing. So it's all sort of centrally recorded and connected there.
But you built this, didn't you?
Yeah. Basically, this is an app that comes with like a connection to. Oh, there you can see our voice going up and down.
Whoop-whoop.
Comes with a connection to Ableton, which is great for like volume and stuff. But this is sort of this is a bunch of like buttons and dials and things and sliders and stuff that I've put together within the app to control exactly what we want in exactly the way we want. And it's pretty cool.
That sounds good.
And then this one is another iPad that just does loads and loads of controlling stuff, selecting instruments, and most importantly, playing the poems. And that will trigger their poems so we can sort of go for it. And a lovely board of Atmos as well. So we've got like Swiss Lakeside Drizzle, that's a favourite of mine. Bristol Malago Stream, that's another favourite of mine. In fact, these are all favourites of mine, actually, let's be honest. And what else is interesting here? I don't know. Well, we'll come back to that later. And a general mix. It's just sort of things at our fingertips so that we can make everything that happen as it goes. Another device with buttons on it, because buttons are great. This controls the stream. So, I won't press any of them, but it switches to the intro and stuff, and obviously that will switch it to the intro. So I don't want to do that, but that's what happens. And you can, I suppose I could show this again. The poems with the titles that Charlie lovingly, painstakingly hand writes every time on out of pure marble. And there you are. There's the stream with lots and lots of windows and stuff. Yeah, it's nice to see what's going on.
Absolute chaos.
It is a bit, isn't it? Putting it all in when you say it all together like this, it really is.
Yeah.
Chaotic. Anyway, moving on. There's another keyboard over here. This is a little synth keyboard which plays different synths. Wonder what's. And then you can change it to like this one, and then.
Oh, I like that one. You don't use that one enough.
No, I don't. That's true. And this is quite a nice one. And then we've got some drums as well, so like a classic. And then I don't know, something like good fun, and a couple of dials which do various different things, which we might come to later. I don't know, effects, special effects. And then this is Ableton, which is mega and huge and an incredible piece of software. So thank you very much to the makers of Ableton for letting us buy it and use it.
Who are not sponsoring this video.
No, they're not. But if you know anyone at Ableton, then do let us know and sponsor us. Cheers.
Please.
Anyway, but Ableton has loads and loads of stuff going on, including sort of like another bit of sort of customization that we do to it. Oh, look, it's snowing outside. Can't really see the snow out there, but it's snowing. Lovely. Anyway, to sort of control what's going on, because there's loads and loads of stuff here to configure. There's loads and loads of stuff here to configure, and what instrument gets played there, what instrument gets played there, what happens to the voice, what happens to this and that and the other. So there's a little bit of coding that we do that sort of basically makes it, in our preparations, we decide, okay, yeah, Charlie's going to start on this synth and I'll start on this drum kit and we'll use these loops. And so just setting that up with a click of a button happens, which is very handy, very nice. Yeah, and then there's a piano under here, which I won't show that because there's a coffee on it as well. But it's sneaky. There it is. There's a sneaky piano under there. It's very handy. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Great. Shall I switch back over there? Oh, there's you. There you are.
Yeah, let's go back over to that camera.
Back over to that one.
So that was our little tour.
There you are.
And there you are.
There you are.
Yeah. So it's all pretty complicated, and I think it looks more complicated than it is. But basically, that's the soundscape iPad.
It's more complicated than it looks.
Yeah, it's way more complicated. So that's a little tour. Maybe we could get into each individual poem, talk about everyone a little bit. We'll give you some demonstrations of some stuff, and as we go through them, we'll go through them in order. But tell us which ones were your favourite, and which kind of effects you'd like us to break down and things like that. That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
So let's start with David. So we started the night last night with David Punter's "I Could Not Kiss." That was lovely. Just a really kind of simple start, just piano and vocal, right?
Yeah.
Was it? And it was just beautiful lilting. David's lovely words, and it was lovely to work with David again.
Some lovely chat coming in.
Oh, nice.
Nikki loves how colourful all it is. Yes, so do I. I spent a lot of time making it very colourful because it's really nice.
Yeah. Colours just make things easier, don't they, as well? It's just, really nice.
Yeah.
And also thanks for yes, I thought about the jumper. It's it's snowing for those of you in Bristol. Well, no, for those of you in Bristol, you'll know that it's snowing. For those of you not in Bristol, you'll not know that it is snowing
in Bristol. It might also be snowing where you are.
Yeah, but it's exciting that it's snowing.
In fact, Natalie's just tuned in from Finland, so it may well be already snowing
exciting.
there. Snowing's quite boring, I suppose. But but here, it's just started snowing overnight. What a lovely surprise.
Yeah. Jake came and Jake came and woke me up and was like, "It's snowing!" Like that, like a little boy. Yeah. "Charlie, come and look at the snow." No.
Well, it was lovely though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not every day that it snows in Bristol, and also we had this exciting stream to come and be awake for.
Sure,
So anyway, and yes, one thing I didn't have on the night was a copy of our album, which we talked about with the features David on it. Hold it up closer.
Oh, sorry.
There you go. Yeah, there it is. Oh, lovely. Oh, except now it's out of focus. Doesn't matter. Anyway, there it is.
Here I am with my good friend Jake.
The album that we released with David Punter and then also two other poets, Tim Vosper and Gilly Harries, that was released in March last year. That I think we talked about Love and Water on that, which has a sort of similar feel. A lot of David's words really suit a sort of a lush piano vocal arrangement around them, and so we often do. And yeah, he's very good at creating these beautiful images and beautiful beautiful ideas and moments, and whether it be memories, and sometimes he talks about dreams in his poetry, which is really interesting. So that was that.
It's always nice to start with a nice kind of acoustic one too, because we know that we're going to make a lot of noise later on in the evening. So it's good.
Yeah. James says a nice light frost in Hull. That's good.
Oh, good.
And Natalie was in Bristol a couple of years ago when it was snowing. Lovely. Well, let us know if you're ever back here again, and we'll hopefully post-COVID make some poetry and music in person. That'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
So then the next poem was Caroline Burrows with Ashes to Ashes. That was lovely, with the birds and the murmuration of starlings, and then kind of bringing that back to Brexit. That was really beautiful poem, and I loved having the video of the birds as well. That was lush.
Yeah.
So we kind of, it wasn't anything massively complicated, was it? You were playing, kind of held just one piano chord, and then the birds lift as one. I think I did some filters and stuff, so maybe I could do a couple of loops and show people. The birds lift as one. The birds lift as one.
Is it not all connected up correctly,
I don't
maybe?
think it is. Ooh, it's tired today.
Bear with. That's a very good point. What's going on? Be nice to show this.
Yeah. We've been listening to a couple of poetry and music albums recently that have really inspired us. There's one called Spell Songs, which maybe we'll put a link to in the comments. Who's the band? Or are they called Spell Songs as well? Yeah. And there's one piece in particular about the idea is that it's all poems about British nature, and the one poem in particular that we took inspiration from is called Kingfisher, and it's this beautiful piece. But the whole album, every track focuses on a different animal or tree, and it's a really lovely album.
Yeah.
Do you want to? How's this going?
I think it's working. It worked for me for the piano, but give it a go for your vocals.
The birds lift as one.
Maybe it's the pedal. Let's try this.
Lift as one. The birds lift as one. The birds lift as one. The birds lift as one. That'll do.
Thank you, Charlie.
That'll do. Will come out on the loop.
I think I got away with it.
So, a little bit.
That's
Sorry.
fine.
So I was doing things like I put that filter on it, didn't I? And then I put fade to green on it.
Yeah, there's just a couple of effects that we've sort of played around with to add some textural additions to what we create and what we loop, and add some interest, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, so check out that album, Spell Songs. Nice. Yeah, but back to Caroline's poem. It was so atmospheric, wasn't it? And so, yeah, it was beautiful. Really nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Natalie says it was a beautiful contrast to Brexit, showing strength in community. Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
That was nice. Yeah. So next up was David Leo Seurat, and this was a lot of fun. Last time we worked with his poetry was also a lot of fun. I think there was something about both pieces that he submitted to us so far that just sort of asked for a real exploration of different sounds and space and interesting experiments. And this one was, very, very literally talking about sound and synesthesia and sound and sight. So, we trialed for the first time a new instrument thing. I never know what to call it, because an app, I suppose, an app on the iPad that makes noise. That was really, really fun. So hopefully we can show you a bit of that if we get ready for it. Yeah. Okay, I've got a bit of reverb on me now, but that's fine. So we use an app called Sampler, which I just need to switch over to this one, and oh yes, there we go. And this is a wonderful app that let me switch so you can see it. There you go. This is a wonderful app that lets you play with music in lots of really interesting ways. Let me just get rid of some of that reverb on my voice.
Nikki will like this because it's really pretty.
Yeah, it's really pretty. It's really colourful, and very tactile. So what I did was it this other kalimba? Recorded some kalimba into it. So now, what was recorded is now in there, and we can use a few different techniques to sort of play the sounds. So this is sort of like it's got a lovely icon of a violin bow over the sound, and it very much is like that. It's sort of just capturing a small part of it and playing it over and over and over like this. And with multiple fingers, obviously, and all sorts of stuff. And then this one's a really nice one too, that you kind of that doesn't want to work. Okay, well, it's got something already in there that just plays little tiny. Yeah, you can see these little sections of the sound that it's playing, and let's make it a little bit faster. Which just adds, yeah, it's just a lovely way of playing with these sounds, these organic sounds that are made, and some beautiful fortuitous sort of things come out of it, with a couple of different effects on it and stuff like that. And also in here was another recording, which I'll do live this time. I didn't do it live last night, but I can this time. So using this lovely instrument, which I really like, and just grabbing some of that. And now we can play it in lots of interesting ways. And this is how we had, here's one I made earlier. There it is. Yeah, so yeah, really nice, really nice. And this is the sort of thing that we really get a big kick out of, taking beautiful instruments that are lovely on their own, like both the anklung and the kalimba are really special sounds and really beautiful, organic-y, kind of woody or metallic, or the tone of the kalimba is so beautiful. And then taking that and playing it in these interesting ways and chopping it up and being able to create new rhythms out of it. And we'll show you a little bit later some sounds made with the water drop from last night, and the keg as well. So that was
it might be cool to show what voice is like.
Oh yeah, okay.
Because I think I did some voice stuff.
Yeah. Do you want to? I'll take over. You.
Which one can I go over?
You can go over this one. Let me just. Okay.
Should I delete that recording? Oh no, we gotta change it down there.
Okay, try again.
Sorry. Whoa, yeah, or I guess the bow is nice, isn't it? But yeah, and I like it when it's in. But it works so well for David's. Works so well for David's poems, doesn't it?
Yeah.
He's just got, like, yeah, as we said, like that. The poem really lended itself to all this space and all this experimentation and creativity that we love, and just making silly noises, basically. Yeah. So that was what we kind of did for David's, and yeah, as you say, like it's all about organic sounds, isn't it? And all about rather than feeling like, oh, we'll just load up the next synth that's preloaded in our computer. Being able to create your own instruments or your own manipulate your own voice or manipulate the instruments around you is kind of where we're at with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, amazing. So that was David's. Before we move on, do you want to just have a look at the comments, see what people are saying?
Yeah, Nikki agrees. They do really like that, the colour and the gorgeous app. It is an amazing app. I highly recommend anyone who's sort of interested in fiddling around with music and noise and stuff. It's called Sampler, SAMPLR, and it does amazing stuff. And even we're connecting it up to our microphones and all the other different instruments we have, but even just using it with a set of headphones and using your own voice or using the microphone built in to record sounds around the home or whatever, and then fiddling around with them, it's a real toy to play. It's just a joy to use all the different things and create some really weird and wacky sounds as well as some really luscious and beautiful. It goes very, very far.
Yeah. What was that thing somebody said once about play? Like, it was something like, remember to play your instrument or something. Like something that sounded a bit cringe, but like... Was
it the guy on YouTube, Heinbach, talking about why he buys instruments? No.
Yeah. But that idea of like, we say that, oh, play your instrument, like all the
and
actually
true.
It's about play, like fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I've made it sound, but it's,
Yeah. But explore it to the full potential. Don't just, play in between the keys.
Oh, how much is Sampler? It's only like £10.
I think it's about £10, yeah.
That's all right, isn't it, really, for how powerful it is?
Yeah. I mean, you have to have an iPad.
Yeah, well, yeah. Fair.
But if you already have an iPad, then definitely get it because it's amazing.
Have we got questions?
We have from Cable Pictures, from Simon, who we'll be seeing in a bit as well in other ways. He was one of the collaborators last night. Is that the native Ableton instrument? Is what the native Ableton instrument, I'm afraid. He might...
Sampler.
Sampler is not. Sampler is an app that's connected in. But if you are behind on where we are and watching a different part, then let us know when you get to this part. Which instrument are you talking about? Yeah. And we'll answer that.
But also thinking about apps and thinking about playing and kind of getting into production and stuff. Somebody brought out a really powerful iPhone app called Flip.
Yeah.
Which is basically just Ableton, but or any kind of digital workstation, but like on your phone, and it is super duper powerful, and it costs like a $5, and you could just, again, like this one. I think Sampler's only for iPads, but if you have an iPhone, have a go at Flip. Because it's amazing, and you don't need, as Jake said, like you can just use your phone microphone to record stuff around your house. So that might be an alternative as well. Anyway,
we've had a response from Simon. He says Sampler, but yes, there is a version of Sampler in Ableton, which we do use as well, which is great for like. But it's not quite as live, I think, and because it's in Ableton, it's less tactile. This is Sampler. I'll put it in the chat. SAMPLR, like that, and it's an app only for iPad and Apple devices that lets you do a lot more, which you then have to connect into Ableton. But yes, we will be coming to the Sampler in a bit.
Okay, cool.
In Ableton. Anyway,
should we have a look at Kirsten's next?
Yes.
So Kirsten, A Young Heart Breaks. Oh, this was lush, wasn't it? Yeah, really beautiful poem from Kirsten about being 15 and having your heart broken, and the sun's just coming in, isn't it? And makes us look like Victorian ghosts.
It's a bit bright.
Yeah, never mind. Maybe should I go and close the curtains?
No,
it's probably
right.
not worth it, is it?
You
just have to put up with us
go away again.
looking like Victorian ghosts. Sorry, chaps. So what did we do? So we wanted to create something young and vibrant, but also a bit sad. Would you say?
Yeah, nostalgic and a nice vibe. Yeah.
So we did some lo-fi.
Yeah, some classic lo-fi and chill.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was cool. And I see. I did some vocal stuff.
Yeah.
What did I do?
It's not set up yet. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, we love kind of doing that kind of chilled, drunk drums and stuff. We've kind of been doing a lot of 10-minute long improvs where it's just like a bit of drums and live keys and live vocals. We put one out last Sunday that was kind of just 10 minutes of chill, and we may do some more on Sundays. So have a look at if you fancy just some 10 minutes, it's perfect Sunday listening. So listen to that. It's probably on our Instagram or something, isn't it?
Yeah. It's ready for you now if you want to.
Oh, yeah, okay. So what did I do? I was doing like...
I'll come in and zoom in on you. Is it working?
Yeah. Is it?
Well, test it.
Oh, I don't know. Sorry. I forgot. A young heart.
There we go.
Breaks. So if I press, so I sing a little bit and record the little samples. Is this called something? I don't know what things are called. Simon will tell me. So then I can press them back when I've recorded the little sections. But if I press them back gently, they reverse. So I was doing things like a young break a heart hard a young heart break a young heart break things like that. So that was fun. It's really fun. I love doing that. Yeah, we've only been doing that the last couple of Open Collabs, really, haven't we? And so we're still kind of learning about, I'm still kind of learning about how to chop up the... Oh, yeah. Oh, I know. Smash my... That was my favourite one. Smash my... Break. Smash my... Smash my... Heart. Smash my... Very Hiatus Coyote was the plan, anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was achieved, but it was certainly the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's also a really good way to write songs and just have different, press random buttons and then get a melody that goes all over the place.
It's the sort of thing that it takes quite a lot of effort in production to take a vocal recording and then chop it up in the software, but then to be able to do that live is great, and just to be able to very, very quickly build up a pad of 15 sounds and phrases that can then be chopped around and reversed even. It's good fun.
Heart. Smash my heart. Yeah, anyway, yeah.
Play all day.
Yeah. So that was that. I really enjoyed doing that one. It was a lovely poem and really cool to work with Kirsten again.
Yeah.
I want to get back in touch with her because she does like hoop things, and I really want to get her to hoop to some poems.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was cool. I think we might have another that kind of vibe. Long improv coming out soon. We'll see.
True.
Yeah.
Tara says, play is so important. Creates things outside the bounds of where you would take yourself. Yeah, and that's this instrument's another, so playful to just it's so quick. You don't need to spend ages, like I was saying, like producing and stuff in the software. You just sing, capture, go, and same with sampler, and that's what we try to. That's what we love.
Yeah. Oh,
playfulness.
So much fun. Hey, we were like, oh, I wonder if we can chat for like 20 minutes. Let's rush through. Well, let's not rush through, but let's just go through a couple. Really quick, and then try and get onto some other stuff. Is there anything that people want to directly hear? Like, is there any noises that you're like, oh, I wish I knew how to do that, you know?
Yeah. Well, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
In the chat.
Yeah. So the next poem was Natalie's Chrysalis. That was, just like so nice. We kind of, I think we knew that we were going to have a lot of big production ones. So we kind of, and Natalie's was so strongly about home and or about sense of place and kind of roots, right? That we were just like something soft and acoustic and warm. Yeah. Right? So we just played keys and U-bass. U-bass, yeah. Oh man, I love that U-bass.
And to take it away from loops as well is really nice because loops are incredible just to be able to let things go and build up lots of layers. But it's also really nice to just react in time to the poetry, and especially when someone like Natalie has such a rhythm to her delivery, to sort of flex and flow with that as she performs the poem is very hard to do sometimes with loops because they're very static in their length. So it was really nice to be able to ebb and flow and follow her delivery throughout the piece and hit the moments that she was hitting, I guess, between us. And it's lovely to do that, to sort of, we really try to treat it like they are in the room with us, the poet. And it was lovely as well that Natalie had sent in a video of her performance, so we were able to see her. But yeah, it's just trying to create that connection between us all, even though it's a recording of the performance, but we can still imitate real life connection.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. That was amazing. And then there was Rianne's. Can I read out, before we go into Rianne's and talk about Simon and stuff, because I know he's here, can I just read out, I want to read out what Rianne said on her Instagram last night, if I can find it. You talk while I find this.
One other thing, with just going back to Natalie's as well, was the use of Atmos, because we really love adding some Atmos and soundscapes under a lot of the poetry. I think it's something that adds something, like location, adds a place to whatever it is that we're doing. And especially because this one from Natalie was so about her experiences of place and feeling at home, traveling from Finland to Australia, that we added a couple of sounds from different places that are special to us as well. There was some waves recorded, and it's something that we love to do all the time. I think we've said it several times before on the stream, recording just a minute or two of real world sounds. You're near a bush that has lots of birds in it, so you capture them, or you buy the waves and it sounds pretty nice, or walking through a market in a busy market town or whatever. Capturing a bit of the essence through sound is so powerful, and everyone takes pictures, which is lovely, and pictures say a lot and show a lot, but a lot of the emotion can also be brought back just through the sound. So that's something we did for that as well, just some waves and some ocean seaside sounds. Yeah. What's it you say? The amount of holidays we've been on where we'll be sat at a lovely bar somewhere in Greece
or something. I mean, imagine that. And Jacob would be like, chat, lovely, lovely holiday. And he'll be like, shh, it's recording time. It's like, okay, we'll sit in silence for 5 minutes, no problem.
I remember there was one walk we were doing on around Santorini, and that just happened to be walking past, like, in between two fields next to a high wall. Say, and it was just like amazingly silent. So I sat down and said, like, no, we're going to record 2 minutes of this.
There's nothing on it.
And it was so silent. But it's amazing that it was so silent. In like, it was just, but then all you hear is the occasional fly and like really, really, really distant traffic. And then suddenly, like, when you picture the place, then that adds so much to it of like, wow, it was middle of the day heat, oppressive sort of just like blanket of calm and quiet. And so it was silent, but it's great. Sounds amazing, guys. I don't know if you know. But
yeah. So I really loved that moment of kind of, we sort of stopped being complex for a minute, didn't we? And I think that's really important for the show as well, because I think if every piece we were like, noise, loops, that we'd all get a headache, basically. And as we said, like, Natalie's poems really lend themselves to responsive, in the moment music that we can't totally get from loops because of their looping nature. So thank you, Natalie. It was an amazing piece, and working with someone with such natural rhythm is awesome.
Right. So
Rianne, let me read you this. So this was Rianne's poem was called Nothing But Dust, and it was about kind of self-loathing and kind of that strange Christmas period we all faced this year. So she said, and this was the poem where Simon, who's in the chat, hi Simon, sent us in, well, didn't send us in, just sent Jake a track, and then I think Jake sort of...
We were like, hey, hang on a minute, this works perfectly for this poem that we're just listening to.
So let me read you what she said. On her stories on Instagram last night, she said, I just watched Echoes and Edges put my poem to music. A lot of it was from a piece created by a friend of theirs, Simon, and I unexpectedly cried like a baby. It was so much better than I expected. And I think for the first time in my entire life, I felt genuinely proud of myself. Such a strange feeling. Thank you, Open Collab, for releasing those feelings in me. Wow. Thank you, Rianne. I mean, it was an amazing poem, really cool, and like the kind of coincidence that Simon sent something so apt was awesome. So that worked super well, and it was lush to sing over it, and your keys were great. It was just really cool to be collaborating with two people from here.
Yeah. And then excitingly, Simon, when as we mentioned on the live stream, he's also a dancer and a mover and a movement artist. And
he's a mover.
Yeah, he is. And when the stream was live, he decided to film himself doing some dance to this collaboration of him with us and Rianne. So, so we, and I have that here to play to you. With we'll play a little clip of it. So that was pretty awesome. So thank you, Simon, twice surprising us with an unexpected clip.
Amazing.
So let me get that ready, and then hopefully you'll be able to hear it. I think you'll be able to hear it. Here he is.
I am am the film residing on afternoon teeth. I am the cruel of the skin underneath. I am the sting of a stifled tear. I am your doubt, your paranoid fear. I am the ting of a dripping tap. I am lost with a fading map. I am buried secrets, a lifetime of guilt. I am sour and rancid milk that is spilt. I am the echo of childhood screams. I am the gunk gumming pages of porn magazines. I am the nag of you mustn't, you must. I am a deceiving mask of mistrust. I am rotting, eroding and rust. I am the throb of forbidden lust. I am the stench of an infected scab crust. I am all of these things, yet I am nothing but dust.
How cool is that?
Yeah. And
Awesome.
He did the whole thing, but we'll that's just a sneak preview. We'll release the whole thing in a bit. But yeah, awesome. And maybe also the timing might be a little bit off because of the streaming and whatever. But we'll clip that together and yeah.
Thanks for doing that, Simon. That was so
amazing
cool.
movement. Yeah.
Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, that was amazing. And Rianne's words are so cool, so great, and so yeah. Oh, it just all fitted together so well. Awesome. Lush. Thanks, Rianne. Thanks, Simon. Yeah. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah. Tara says, wow. Nikki says, wow. Simon, that was awesome. Yes, Simon, that was awesome.
Yes. Yeah. All right.
Then we had a break. Should we talk about the break? No. Well, let's go on to we did after the break something we love to do that we started doing in September, combining a couple of poems together into one world. Simon says he's filming himself again. Yeah, maybe we should just like constant picture in picture, filming and just constantly reacting and meta reacting and ultra reacting.
Yeah,
sounds
can
great.
we have a reaction video, please, Simon?
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, combining two poems together into one world that we then create the music around and yeah, sometimes it's very fortuitous that these two pieces that are sent from sometimes the other side of the world to each other, or sometimes same city, often have similar themes, and people are writing about the similar experiences. That obviously lockdown has affected so many people. So throughout Open Collab, there's been a lot of poetry that responds to that, but also other themes of like love and nature that fit together and mesh together really, really well. And this was no exception to that. We worked with David Ralph Lewis, Circulation, and Abby Hayes' Untethered, both sort of responses to lockdown and the pandemic and the effect that the year has had on us. And yeah, we love doing that, basically. And it also creates a longer piece that we can evolve in different ways. I think this was one where we started sort of pulling loops in and out and using a lot of the effects and trying to create these two different worlds within the same one. And that was a lot of fun to do.
Yeah.
Really
because we were in the club.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Really cool. I mean, yeah, both poems are amazing. I love David's journey of because we're all, I don't know, we're all having really weird dreams and yeah, David's dream and then waking up and resisting looking at your phone early in the morning was I wonder if I wouldn't do it justice, but let's just maybe look at the bit that really got to me. My hand twitches for a screen, yearning to download today's minor triumphs and major disasters, catastrophic headlines and pet pictures, the nauseating loop of half ideas, niche jokes, and all of those graphs trending upwards. Yeah, amazing.
Yeah,
and then the I plead to the chimneys, be well. Oh, please let all of us be well. And then obviously the kind of refrain, we dance to the same body, our hearts beat as one. that was really nice because he was, he's talking about this whole community, and then Abby is kind of presumably talking about one person and how one person has got her through, or her family have got her through. So that was really lovely to kind of connect those two together too. So that, I love those. I think we haven't watched anything back, so we're doing most of this from memory. But it might have been rubbish, but but
felt good at the time.
Yeah,
so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Amazing. So the next one?
Yeah, the next one. And the next one was another chance for us to be experimental and grab some organic found sounds and incorporate them in, which is always so lovely to do. And actually, it's something we haven't shown yet, so we can do this. The granulator instrument that we use.
So this was Afterdrop by Laura Graham about swimming and
who I think is in the chat. I think I saw her.
Oh, hi Laura.
So hi Laura, welcome. So this let me switch over to the roaming camera. We have I need to also show it up.
How's everybody doing, by the way? You all having a good Sunday?
Yeah.
Is this fun? We've not done it before, so tell us the bits that are good. Tell us the bits you want to know more about. We're having fun, aren't we? Yeah, there he is.
Granulator. And I have a button, because as I said, this is all done by us, so I called it Grab Jake, which is a bit of fun. Just on
Where's that?
here.
Oh.
Grab Jake. There it is.
Grab Jake.
Let's go zoom in.
Whoa.
Grab
Jake.
Grab Jake. And then then I can, you have to sort of catch the sound. You have 2 seconds to catch the sound after you make it. And then I grabbed it. And now, let me just, I'll just grab it and...
Whoop.
That sound is in there. And then I can move this little bar around and then... can play it. Which is very bubbly and lovely.
Wow.
And then need to
So then you played it on the keyboard?
Yeah, so then this so now I can play that sound on this keyboard here. And then using an arpeggiator little function on here, you can just sort of press down all those notes and it'll play them all. And it'll just twinkle away and create a lovely sound. And maybe turn the volume down.
So
a bit,
silly.
It's very silly, but loads and loads of fun. And it's something we did as well with the kalimba, which is really nice. So I'll just do that as well. So exactly the same thing. It's just grabbing that one sound and then playing it over the arpeggio. It's lovely.
Let's go for a swim.
Yeah. And then one of the other things was another thing. This was a crazy one.
That was a good sentence.
The other thing was another thing. Which I didn't actually show because I wasn't able to recreate it live, but it involved this lovely keg that is now empty, apart from a little bit of water, and makes lovely sounds. You can make it.
Ooh.
Like that. Which is a lot of fun. And then we come back over to sampler. So I recorded some of that, threw it into sampler over here, and then in sampler over here.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Over here.
We had if we, I want to just play it. Can I just? Oh, there it is. So we have. This is the sound that I recorded. Let me just get rid of. Just a couple of different sounds, and then using sampler, this one which sort of plays through little bits of it, we created this rhythm. Which is lovely. Ah. And all of that just from a keg. I mean, who'd have thought it, eh? Who'd have thought it?
Better
Anyway.
get another one.
Yeah. So never throw away your kegs, guys. Empty it out, clean it out, fill it with a bit of water, throw it into sampler, create some great sounds, and then like if we just use one of the other things that, like even that's quite nice.
Oh, nice.
Lovely. Ah, such fun. Another play. Just play. Play.
Play.
Yeah.
Back to the main camera.
Back to the main camera. All right. Let's just be sensible now. Oh yeah, and also this. We were just talking about what we could do to fill this time, and one of the things was to tell this story of a few years ago at the Cheltenham Jazz Festival, which we often work at. Well, Charlie works at. I volunteer. I was helping out on one of the stages, and Omar Sosa with his band was playing. And if you don't know, he's an incredible Cuban American jazz pianist who's like a legend, and he's great. And his band was quite eccentric. He's quite eccentric. He's very eccentric. And one of the instruments that they had was a bamboo water feature in the corner of the stage, which was mic'd up and running the entire time. So where we have like, oh yeah, we'll have some lovely, I don't know, a lovely stream sound in the background. He actually had a physical water feature on stage. It was great. 'Cause I was helping out sort of backstage and setting up the stage in between shows.
Did you put it on the stage?
I didn't put it on the stage, but when the stage manager who I was sort of helping out, when he read that in the rider, he was like, "What? He wants a tub of water." It was quite funny. But you know, lovely, organic, naturally bubbly kind of sounds. They go a long way. It was really, really lovely. So anyway, moving swiftly onwards.
Well, a lovely poem from Laura there.
Yeah,
That's
it was.
really gorgeous.
Yeah.
So then we kind of changed moods a bit to Abigail Mansfield's The Second, all about gun violence in America. Amazing poem.
Really powerful.
So we needed to be really quite angry and really powerful. We took a lot of inspiration from. What, do you want to talk about it? Or should I?
Oh yeah. You can if you want.
I don't mind.
Okay. An album that's recently come out by Keris Matthews and Hidden Orchestra in collaboration with 10 poets from the UK. They're all from the UK, right? Yeah. And it's really an amazing album, and some great performances, some great poets and great poetry, and one of the tracks called Flame Lily, and the album is called We Come From the Sun, and the first track is called Flame Lily, and it's just what we did with Abigail's poem was sort of inspired by that. It ended up being very different, as things often do, but inspired by the feeling of that was quite like gritty and heavy and just power. There was a lot of power behind it. I think that the whole album is quite uplifting and sort of strong, showing like the strength of people. And this particular piece in particular is really a powerful poem, and the music alongside it was also really, really great. And again, the whole album, it uses some kalimba, it uses some lovely marimba, it uses a lot of organic natural sounds mixed with loads of synths and like heavy instruments as well, which is really, really cool. So definitely check that out. It's great listen.
And thanks to Mum for thanks to my mum for recommending it to us. It's awesome. Yeah.
Phenomenal.
So check out that album. We're gutted we didn't write it.
Yeah, but to come, this year is going to be exciting for us. We've got lots and lots of plans, and we want to do a lot with this project. So thanks for supporting us. Thanks for coming behind the scenes and seeing a bit about how it's done. I hope it's been interesting so far. We've got a couple more to go, but we're not stopping yet. We're continuing, and yeah,
we've got exciting things coming up for like loads of months ahead. We've got new things to add to the show, so it's going to be really exciting.
Yeah.
Should we have a look at Tara's?
Yes, let's. And Tara's definitely in the chat. So hi Tara, this is your poem now.
Hi Tara.
Thanks so much for sending it in. It was really had a great vibe to it.
Really cool.
Yeah.
There were so many different ways we could have gone with this. It was just I mean, sending a poem about the nighttime and parties and stuff is just the dream, I think, really, to make music to. So you had this like tango vibe in the piano. I was doing some like glitchy vocal loops, big drums, and then there was like a twinkly arpeggio thing going on.
Yeah. Let's we can show that maybe. Oh, not that. That one and that one and that one.
It's a bit on its own. It's a bit what's that song? Sandstorm.
Sandstorm. Forever. It's lovely. Just a lovely little sort of way,
Yeah, really nice. That was cool.
Yes, that was
cool. we were definitely going to go and play that whole track then, weren't we?
Have to stop ourselves. That's for yesterday. If you want to see the whole thing, go to opencollab.co.uk/live or peruse, have a ruffle through our YouTube, and we'll be putting links into the description so you can jump to each individual collaboration soon. So
and we'll also, if you were in last night's show, we'll send you guys a video soon too. We're going to email everybody today, or maybe tomorrow, because we're going to go for a walk. Should we go for a walk?
Yeah, I think so. Go for a walk in the snow whilst it's still around.
Some behind the scenes gossip for you. No, I love that one, Tara. That was awesome. That was great. So the last two, I loved these. So Emma True, If You Ever, and Dawn Vincent, You Are. We wanted to end with something really positive, send you all on your way on a Saturday night with something really uplifting. So what did we do? I mean, we've covered most of it now, the arpeggio stuff. It was lovely to create this bigger story and bigger narrative, wasn't it, with these two? And then the only other thing was...
Just how brave you are, how resilient you are.
I think we did this before the show. We just chopped out the best, not the best, but like the lines that I knew would work rhythmically or that had the the nicest message of both Emma and Dawn's poems to bring them together at the end and kind of. So I've got them on the pads here, the same as the chops of my vocals in. Which one was that? Kirsten's. So here I've got 3 of Emma.
Just how brave you are, how resilient you are.
And then I've got lots of Dawn here too.
You are the love of everyone you need. You are worthy of your dreams. You are hope. You are hope.
I love that. The little short.
You are hope. You are hope. You are worth making time for. You are more than you would ever believe. One day you are going to be okay.
And I liked splitting that one up so that
one day you are going to be.
Oh, what are you going to be?
Okay.
Yeah. So then I think I made.
You are hope.
You are. You are.
You are hope. Okay.
You are. You are.
Okay. You are hope.
You are. You are.
You are hope.
Something like that, wasn't it? Yeah. So that was really cool. And I think
you are hope.
No, you can't do these.
You are
backwards,
worthy
can
of
you?
your dreams.
Yeah. So those were those 2, and then I like that we sometimes chop out the last stanza of people and then let them have the last word, right?
Yeah.
Because often we get lost in what we're creating and the music that we're making. But it's nice to give the poets that have given us the inspiration to make the music, that we're making the music around, to give them the last word. So, yeah, that was the whole show, really, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was amazing. It was really cool. I think, yeah, we were really tough with it. And camera 2. And, yeah, go on.
I'll switch back over there. Hello.
Yeah. It was a really lovely show, so thank you so much, everybody, for sending in your poems.
Yeah.
As we say, we'll send out video clips for you guys in the next few days. But please do that. The link to the show will be on forever. If you want to see this show again, the behind the scenes chat, I think we're going to leave it up for 48 hours, right?
Yeah.
Something like that, because we're going to have it. Yeah, and then we're going to do this one every month, but just to our Patreon supporters. So if you guys want to support us on Patreon, it's patreon.com/opencollab, and it's kind of something like $4.50 or $5 a month.
Yeah, there's a couple of different tiers. Oh, if you go for the higher tier, then you get a copy of this album as well. When you subscribe, so you can get yourself a copy of this, and we'll send it over to you if you go for the higher tier. But yeah,
it's kind of the space where we ask questions and kind of do behind the scenes things like this, and also ask you guys the direction of what you want to see. Like, for example, it's going to be our year anniversary in April, which seems like it's going to be a long time away, but it's the place where we're going to ask what would you like to see for that year celebration, and things like that. So yeah, do support us on Patreon if you can, or buy us a coffee, just a one-off online ticket for like £3 or something. Yeah, that sounds great. So thanks. So yeah, thank you so much for watching today. It's been really fun to kind of talk you through everything. Have a lovely day. What else have I got to tell you?
Or go back to the other stream and go into the description where you'll find all of the socials and links and WordPress blogs and everywhere that you can find all the poets that we collaborated with. So go and follow them, find them on Instagram, find them wherever they are doing all the amazing things that they are doing. Give them a like and a follow as well. And don't forget to subscribe to us. Sign up to our newsletter, and we'll let you know about all the exciting things that we've got coming up this year. There's a lot in our minds, and we can't wait to get it out of our minds into the real world.
Oh my goodness. We on YouTube we're like a few away from 200 subscribers, so if you've not subscribed to our channel, it'd be lush to reach that milestone this weekend. I hope you've enjoyed this chat. It's the first time we've done anything like this, so I think it's gone pretty okay, but let us know. Send us a message or write a comment. Thank you so much for watching. Anything else? Any other business?
What was your favourite bit of last night?
Yeah.
Let us know. What was your favourite poem? The favourite interesting sound? I don't know, anything. We'd love to know. but we'll probably end the stream now. So we'll read the chat afterwards. But do let us know. We'd love to know.
Yeah. Have a lovely
Yeah, sorry.
day.
Yeah, have a lovely day.
Have a lovely day.
Enjoy
Thanks
the
for tuning
snow
in.
if there is snow. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah.
Yeah. See you soon. See you on next month.
Bye-bye. I'm going to use
Bye.
this. Remember that I said the control to switch it to the interlude? Or no, to the outro? I'm going to do that now. Very exciting. Bye-bye.
Have a lovely day.
Bye-bye.